Hi there, today I am going over a question that gets asked to me all the time by people who are interested in moving to the area. So if you're curious about what that might be, stick around. Hey there, today I am talking about my story about how I got from Northern California to Idaho. Most people who I help relocate here want to know that story. I think that helps relate if you are in the same situation. So that's what I'm covering today. By the way, my name is rebelann-mueller and I am a realtor here in the Boise and Treasure Valley area with Better Homes and Gardens, 43 Degrees North Real Estate. I help people just like you who are interested in relocating to the area do just that. So down below in the description of this video, you will find a great relocation guide, and it's chock full of information about what it's like to live, work, and play here in the area. So be sure and grab that guide. Today though, I'm kind of sharing my story with you because almost 100% of everybody I help relocate to the area are interested in my story and want to know how I got here. So here goes. I grew up in Napa, California. I grew up in the house that my dad built on 2.5 acres. I enjoyed the country life with chickens and goats and cows. I grew up riding horses and quads. And my dad, however, though, he was a crane operator in San Francisco. So I was able to frequent my dad in San Francisco and get a little bit of that taste of that city life, if you will. And I also went to school there at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandise for a year. About when I was 17, actually, I just graduated high school and went there for a year. Realized that wasn't really my thing. Didn't really love living in the city. So I decided that I wanted to be a police officer. So I actually went through the Post Academy and graduated and ended up being a correctional officer with Sonoma County Sheriff's Department, which was one of the best experiences of my life. I have some of the most amazing lifelong friends that I've made there. So happy about that part of my life. Sorry, I keep getting emails. But one of the cool things is about having that experience of growing up in the country in Napa, but being able to frequent the city, I have an appreciation for both the country and the city. Now, my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom. She actually, after I graduated high school though, she always loved to cook. My mom is a phenomenal cook. I grew up with her entertaining every weekend, making like 5-course meals for families and friends. And so she loved that part of her life about cooking. And so she ended up buying Potbelly Deli, which was in Napa, which my parents ran for about 5 years until they were getting to the age where they wanted to start looking for somewhere to retire. So they ended up driving from Napa, California, all the way out to Kennebunkport, Maine and back, which was over a 30-day trip for them. They ended up falling in love with a place in Idaho called Garden Valley. And one of the reasons why they fell in love with it is it really met both of their criteria because they found a bed and breakfast to purchase. It met my mom's criteria for remaining in the hospitality industry. She still got to cook and entertain. My dad also got to have his tractors and the property and retire in the mountains, which was really important to him. So they lived there for several years. In the meantime, I was working for the sheriff's department and got married, got pregnant, and we were looking for somewhere to raise our family. We didn't want to raise our family in Santa Rosa. We wanted to get out. So we actually came and visited several times, decided that we wanted some acreage as well, like I grew up on, and we ended up in Caldwell. It was actually closer to Middleton, but the address was Caldwell. And we had 2.5 acres there. Same thing with our kids. We had chickens, we had goats, we had a beautiful garden, but we were kind of far out of town. And at the time, this place 17 years ago, this place has grown up so much in 17 years. So for me, it was kind of a little bit of too much distance between me and all the things that I wanted to participate in and do. So we moved into Meridian about 9 years ago. So I've lived here for 9 years now, which I absolutely love. I'm in Northwest Meridian. I'm super close to everything. My kids got to walk to school, ride their bikes to school. They can actually walk down to the Maverick and grab a Slurpee or whatever. But for me, it's also close to grocery, entertainment, shopping, and everything. It fulfills those needs that I have. And I think one of the reasons why I really love Boise and the Treasure Valley area is because of the way that I grew up in California. And I think it resonates with a lot of people, actually, having that more country life, but having access to closer, more of those city amenities. No, I'm not calling Boise the big city. It's nothing like San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, but it is a great little city, and it does have so much to offer. So I still get to have that country feel and that country life where you kind of feel like you're a little bit further out from everything, which the Treasure Valley definitely has to offer, but you can still be within, if you wanted to live further out and have some more space, an hour drive easy to all of those things that you love, which is like your shopping, your entertainment, your dining, and all of that. Or you could live closer into town, and like I do, and I still love, but I'm more in a suburban area, but then if I want to go into Boise, I can. So I think that that's a lot of the draw for me and why I love it so much here. And I think that that's a lot of the draw for a lot of people that are moving here as well. So you get the best of both worlds here. So anyhow, that is a little bit of my story. If you want to know some more of the details, I'd be happy to share them with you. You can go ahead and call me, text me, or email me if you're interested in buying, selling, or relocating to the area. I'm happy to help you. So until next Friday, I hope you have another fabulous week. Cheers.